What's our spirit guides trying to tell us? If you're thinking of doing any travelling, or you've got anything planned, or you're about to plan something, make sure you look at every single detail of this travel plan. Are you actually able to do what it is that you want to do? You're being asked to do some meditation, because I'm being told that you've kind of let that slip for a while, and it's really good for you if you remember how much you used to enjoy it. You're being guided. You're feeling the pressure. Feel like you've got way too much on your shoulders to do, and that's where the meditation's going to help. Clear your mind. Sort all the junk from the important stuff. I'm being told you're taking things on that you don't need to take on. It's just not relevant to you. And that's why you're feeling overwhelmed, and it's why you need to do some meditation. Time out. Doesn't have to be sat there, legs crossed, those kind of meditation. Time out, go for a walk. Be on your own and organise your thoughts. I think the problem is that you've been through quite a tough time recently, and although everything's kind of calmed down, your mind is still set in stress mode, and it doesn't know how to find the peace anymore, because it got so used to living in stress mode that it's actually just giving you things to stress about that just don't matter. Happens to us, the brain just gets used to certain circumstances, gets used to us worrying and having to act out of survival, and you don't need to do that anymore, is what I'm being guided. You don't need to act in survival mode anymore. There's self-care. There's, after the tough times, you're going through a process where I don't want to experience those tough times any longer, and how do I prevent those tough times coming again in the future? And it's what we call an awakening. It's, I am no longer going to do those things. I'm no longer going to put myself in a situation like that. I'm no longer going to spend time with people like that. I just want to make sure that I protect myself in the future. And it's a really, really good process to go through here. You've got the self-care, so the energy's there within you to take a breath, slow down. I need to look after me. I need to look after my physical health, and I need to look after my mental health, because all of the tough times have now passed. And the ego's there, and that's the attachment. It's the attachment to the stress. You went through it for so long, you're now actually attached to stress, and your mind is giving you things to stress about that you really don't need to stress about. And half of the time, I'm being told, it's not even your problem. You're finding things to worry about. It's other people's problems, and that they will sort their problems out. They'll get there. You can support them, but you certainly do not need to worry about them, is what I'm being told. This is deep, long joy and happiness. You've gone through a process You're going through the awakening of understanding what you don't want to bring forward into the future from the past. And we're looking at celebrations. There's really good times coming. But if you keep your head in this stress mode, you're going to miss those times because you won't even realise they're really good times. So this is a letter to yourself. This is your soul's letter to you. Comfort zone, it says, I am grateful for my comfort zones, but choose to move beyond. I embrace my vulnerability. Today I choose to move forward, to walk through my fears towards my goals, knowing I am in control. If I fall, I will get back up. Good things are possible outside of my comfort zone. So the comfort zone you're in is the stress and the worry. If I stress and worry about everything, then I'm going to protect myself from things going badly in the future. And you're being guided. Stop the stress and the worry. You don't need to do that. That's not a way to protect yourself in the future. Be present. Enjoy what you have. These are little messages from my little message box, and you already know the answer. Trust what first comes to mind. Remember that one. It'll make sense in a few days' time. Stop stressing and worrying. And other people's problems, they're not your problems to resolve. You can be there to help and support. That's all you need to do. Your troubled times are over. It's time to teach the mind to be calm, at peace, and stop worrying about the what ifs. Hope that helps. Hope to see you again soon.